Dear student, in this video we are going to discuss about the fermentations and their application in field of chemistry. So first of all we can start with the introduction. Fermentation. Fermentation is a chemical process in which complex organic material is broken down into simpler substance by the enzymatic action of bacteria, yeast or other microorganism. The common examples are souring and curding of milk, putrefaction of meat, conversion of fruit juice into wine. So these are the example of the fermentations. Although the fermentation of fruit to alcohol and preparing beverage out of fruit and grain have established for a century. But now the fermentation has wider application in the preparation of large number of chemicals such as alcohol, acetone, acetic acids, citric acids, vitamins, amino acids and many antibiotics. Fermentation is carried out in the presence of oxygen or in the absence of oxygens. If the fermentation is carried out in the presence of oxygen, then it is called aerobic fermentations. The common examples are the preparation of alcohol and acetic acids. Similarly, if the fermentation is carried out in the absence of oxygen, then it is called anaerobic fermentations. The common examples are the conversion of glucose into ethanol by yeast. Similarly, lactic acid fermentation in animal tissue is the another example of the anaerobic fermentations. Then condition required for the fermentations. The first one is the temperature. The growth of microorganism is greatly influenced by the temperature. Fermentation is an enzyme catalyzed activity and most of the enzymes are most reactive in the temperature range, that is 30 to 40 degrees Celsius. They are destroyed at high temperature and become inactive above 80 degrees Celsius. Similarly, below 20 degrees Celsius, the enzyme become inactive. Therefore, an optimum temperature range 30 to 40 degree is most favorable for the fermentation process. Then aeration. Gases such as oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen are required for the growth of microorganism. Therefore, proper aeration must be there in order to favor the fermentation. Then pH condition. Different microorganisms grow at different pH value. The optimum pH for most of the bacteria is in the range 6 to 9. The mold and yeast have wider pH tolerance than bacteria. Therefore, pH condition must be suitable depending upon the types of the microorganism employed in fermentation. Then concentration. The enzyme become inactive in concentrated solution. Therefore, solution used for fermentation should be dilute to favor the process. Presence of other substances such as inorganic salt solution act as a food for the ferment cell in favor fermentations. Last one is the absence of the preservatives. Preservative destroy the ferment and retarded the fermentation activity. Hence, these should not be present in the fermentation solutions. Some fermentation processes. The first one is digestion of food. The food is digested by the process of fermentation. The anaerobic bacteria present in the gastrointestinal tract release series of enzymes to break down the large molecule of protein, carbohydrate, fats into simpler molecules. Then in alcohol formation, alcohol is produced by the action of enzyme gymase on glucose. The gymase is secreted by yeast. When yeast is added to solution of glucose, it can decompose glucose into ethanol with the evolution of carbon dioxide. Similarly, starch derived from rice, wheat, barley and maize is fermented to alcohol in these reactions. Starch with the help of diastase is converted into maltose. Then this maltose with the help of maltase, it will get converted into glucose. And finally glucose with the help of gymase is get converted into ethanols. Vinegar formations. The vinegar is also produced by fermentation of alcohol in the presence of fungi and bacteria. In this process, ethanol under Mycoderma acetai and Bacterium acetai will get converted into acetic acids. So these are the some common fermentation processes. In next slide we are going to discuss about the production of some commercially important compounds. So first of all we can start with the ethyl alcohol. Ethyl alcohol is used in industrial solvent, thinner, detergents, toiletries, cosmetics and pharmaceuticals. It is used as an intermediate for the production of chemicals such as ethyl chloride, ethyl acetate, vinegar and acetaldehyde. Ethanol is fermented from the molasses, grain product and fruit. So first of all we can discuss the formation of ethyl alcohol from the molasses. Molasses is a dark colored viscous liquid left after crystallization of sugar cane from cane juice. It contains 50 to 55% sugar molasses which is converted into ethyl alcohol by the mean of yeast, which contains enzyme invertase and gymase which cause the fermentation. In this process, first of all sucrose with the help of invertase it will get converted into glucose and fructose. Then with the help of gymase they are finally get converted into ethanol with the evolution of carbon dioxide. The process of production of ethyl alcohol from molasses consists of two steps. The first step is preparation of wash or Wurst. The molasses contains high content of sugar. So first step is to dilute the content because the high concentration of sugar does not support the fermentation process. So it is first diluted to 10 to 15% sugar. This dilute molasses solution is taken in a mixture The pH of the solution is brought down to 4.5 to 5 by adding sulfuric acids. Then some nutrient like ammonium phosphate is added to support the growth of the yeast. The resulting solution is pumped into a large fermenter fitted with an arrangement to collect carbon dioxide evolved. A charge of yeast, about 5% of the total volume of the solution, is added to the fermenter, and the temperature of wash is kept about 30 degrees Celsius. This reaction is exothermic in nature, so the cooling is maintained with cooling coils. The enzyme present in the yeast start with fermentation of molasses, converting sugar into ethyl alcohol. The enzyme invertase converts sucrose into mixture of glucose and fructose. The yeast also produce another enzyme, gymase, which converts the glucose and sucrose into ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide. In about 48 hours, 8 to 10% alcohol is produced in this method. Then the process of fermentation is arrested by the passing air through the liquid. The yeast is filtered off and the filter rate called wash containing 8 to 10% alcohol is collected depending upon the sugar content present in the solution. The fermentation time actually vary from 36 to 50 hours. This second step is the distillation of the wash. The wash is distilled in a specially designed continuous still which is called Cafe still. The still consists of two tall fractionating columns called analyzer and rectifier. These are provided with horizontal plates having holes covered with the valve which open only upward. The wash containing 8 to 10% ethyl alcohol is pumped into the upper part of the still. After being heated by heat exchanger, a counter current of steam is sent from the lower end of the analyzer. As the steam moves upward, it takes away the vapor of ethyl alcohol from the wash. The mixture of steam and ethyl alcohol move out from the analyzer and enter the base of the rectifiers. Most of the water vapor get condensed in the rectifier because of higher boiling point of the water, that is 100 degrees Celsius, as compared to the ethanol, that is 78.3 degrees Celsius. The uncondensed ethanol vapor is kept near the top of the rectifier and are condensed. The alcohol obtained is about 90% pure. This is subjected to fractional distillation. The first fraction contains low boiling liquid such as acetaldehyde. The second fraction is 95% ethyl alcohol, which is called rectified spirit or industrial alcohol, and in last fraction left in the fractionating tower contains fuel oil. And finally, rectified spirit is converted into absolute alcohol. So it is all about the various steps which involve in the synthesis of ethyl alcohol from the molasses. The next compound is citric acid. It is the most important organic acid produced by the process of fermentations, and this one is the structure of the citric acids. Citric acid is used in food and beverage industries, in carbonated beverage, wines, candies and jams. It is used as an antioxidant in frozen fruit and vegetable. Citric acid is added to various cosmetics products like shampoo, lotions, cream and toothpaste. Citric acid was first isolated from lemon juice in 1784 in Chile. In 1893, it was discovered as an product of malt fermentation. In 1919, citric acid was produced commercially based on fermentation of sucrose by Aspergillus niger. So let us discuss the productions of citric acid from the glucose. It is produced by fermentation of sugarcane molasses with the help of mold Aspergillus niger. So it converted the glucose into citric acids. The most widely practiced fermentation method for the production of citric acid is shallow tray fermentations. In shallow tray fermentation method, sugar beet molasses containing 48 to 52% sugar or sugar cane molasses containing 52 to 57% sugar is introduced into a mixture, which is then adjusted to pH 6 by adding dilute sulfuric acid. Same time phosphorus, potassium, nitrogen are added in form of acid or salt as a nutrient for the growth of the mold. The mixture is diluted with water to 15 to 20% sugar concentration. The temperature is raised to about 30 degrees Celsius and the spore of Aspergillus niger are put into solution. The fermentation requires 8 to 12 days. The production of citric acid is checked by the pH measurement. The pH fall to about 2 at the end of the fermentations. The temperature is maintained at 28 to 32 degrees Celsius during the fermentation. The citric acid content varying from 10 to 20% is obtained in the end. So it is all about the shallow tray fermentation method which is used for the production of the citric acids.